It's filled with history from the wars the United States has fought, from the men and women who served the land they fought on, and the buildings they built.
Tonight in The Price of Freedom, Josh Rowe has the story of a couple who now lives in Marion County, but actually met in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, while working on the Manhattan Project. Josh.
And Calvin, Bob and Madge Elizabeth Bogild met in 1944. She was from the South Pittsburgh area. He was from Connecticut. They both went to Oak Ridge to work on a secret project that would end World War II.
Uncle Sam brought me down here. They took all the northern boys south and all the southern boys north.
Bob Bogild was going to college in Cincinnati. He dropped out of school to join the war effort. Madge, she wanted to find a way to serve too.
And I had 3 brothers in the military that had volunteered because it was getting very hot in the country. So anyway, I thought, well, that's my duty to go.
Bob and Madge met on a boat ride at Norris Dam, and even though it wasn't the norm, he asked Madge on a date.
He didn't make dates at Oak Ridge. There was 20,000 single girls and a few thousand GIs.
The first date didn't quite go as planned, but things quickly improved.
Said, well, how about tomorrow night? And breaking the rule of no dates. Well, okay. So we went to the movies the next night. What was the movie that was playing?
Shine on Harvest Moon.
Yeah, it was just very, very romantic and so forth. We dated the next night, and somehow or another, we have never missed a night since then, except when special duties called, like riot duty or something like that.
Yes, riot duty. This was 1944, in the middle of World War II, working on a secret project developing components enriching uranium for a nuclear weapon. They had strict rules to never speak about what they were doing.
I didn't ever hear the word uranium mentioned, and I had a very sensitive job. I was inspecting all of the instrumentation on all the piping and all the instruments that were installed there to record the process of making the uranium for the bomb.
Madge was one of thousands of women who worked in Oak Ridge. She worked in the intelligence office. She had access to Bob's file, so she looked him up.
He's a good guy, so he's okay. So the rest is history.
And they really lived history, the kind you learn about in history class. A few months later, Bob was sent to the Philippines until the end of the war.
When they dropped the bomb, we were on a ship, and we all gathered over in a corner, rec room there where we were. There was about 30 of us from Oak Ridge. We had a little conversation, and we broke all the rules there. What were you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing?
Bob knew what he was doing, but it wasn't until after the war that the rest of the country started to learn about what happened in Oak Ridge, Tennessee in the 1940s.
It wasn't so long, really. It was about a year's time, but you'd be surprised what happened in that year. We did things that you couldn't do today with all our internets and TVs and everything else. We got things done.
The Bogilds just celebrated their 70th wedding.